You guys know what it is. ShowBizz the doubt. I'm automatic. From the corner. Get in there. Oh! Y'all saw that? You saw that! It was no, that counted, didn't it? What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the adult. Alright, man, look. Manny, Pacquiao versus COVID-19. And Usyk, is he looking past Derek Chisora, calling out Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury? Oops! Alright, man, look. Let's get to the video. First, I want to say this. I'm going live tonight. Rewind for the Tyson Fury versus Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder 2 fight. They're showing it again on ESPN prime time. So I said it'd be fun to have a live stream commentary. Recall the fight in hindsight. Actually, I have a few of you show business partners, actually one in particular making a funny joke saying that he got Tyson Fury by TKO in the 7th, saying that he's going to beat Deontay Wilder so bad that his corner is going to throw in the damn towel. I don't know. I think I got Deontay Wilder split decision victory. Bob Arrow. Oh, I want to say this. I'm going to give away the card tonight. Okay, the Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder. This is the 13th one out of 49. Only 49 made. This has the piece of the canvas from the Brazil fight on it. So I will be giving this away to a lucky subscriber. I collect things, so I know this is going to cost be worth a couple $1,000s when it's all said and done. I think it's a couple hundred now already. So lucky subscriber, if you're a subscriber, please show up tonight and I'll be giving away this card. Gotta be a subscriber though. And Bob Arrow. Let's talk a little bit about this COVID-19. As of right now, I guess, they still trying for an antidote. I thought they found something. President Trump was sounding extremely positive that they have a remedy, that they have something, and it was a malaria drug, and they're still testing. They don't have it for sure. I can say this. With us being in quarantine, we're starting to get reports that the earth is healing. They're saying that the lakes and the oceans, everything is cleaner. The air is cleaner because there's not enough cars out there, not transportation and all those things. The earth is healing itself. I mean, it's not good for us. This COVID-19 is killing many people, but for the earth, with us being in quarantine, it seems as though the earth is healing itself. I mean, if you want to find some silver lining in all of this pandemic, I'm trying to find something positive. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao. I think that is a perfect segue. Manny Pacquiao, he's fighting COVID-19. And I know all of the Filipinos, my Filipino show business partners are out there just like, yo, Manny Pacquiao going toe-to-toe, saying that he's not afraid to die. When I read that, I said, yay. Manny Pacquiao doing a lot for the people, his people, but he does have a fight coming up this summer. And many people are wondering, who is that going to be? Is it going to be on the zone where, it's going to be pay-per-view? It's going to be Mikey Garcia, and we're hearing that Danny Garcia, he has an opportunity to either fight Errol Spence or Manny Pacquiao. Is it going to be Sean Porter? Is it going to be Errol Spence? Let's clear a few things up here. I don't think it's going to be Terrence Crawford, because Terrence Crawford, he's with Bob Arrow. Black, 2 sugars. And I know there's no cross the street. There's no other side of the street. I think Deontay, the Bronze Bomber, Wilder, Tyson Fury, they've proven that, all right? Hooker and Ramirez, they've proven that. But like I said in my live stream, and I know I got a lot of flack for it, when I said, you got all of these welterweights in one stable. You got Manny Pacquiao, you got Danny Garcia, you got Errol Spence, you got Sean Porter, you got not Terrence Crawford, but definitely not Terrence Crawford, Keith Thurman, all under one stable, and it behooves the PBC to clear that out, to have those fights first, collect all the money before crossing the street. And I got a lot of flack for it, as if that's what I prefer. That's not what I prefer. Of course not. I want the best to fight the best. But I understand business. Look, I was around, like I said before, when Bob Arum was holding all the welterweights. I remember clearly when it was Manny Pacquiao versus Cotto, Manny Pacquiao versus Clottey, Manny Pacquiao versus Marquez, Manny Pacquiao versus Marquez, Manny Pacquiao versus Marquez, Manny Pacquiao versus Marquez, Manny Pacquiao versus Margarito, and Cotto versus Margarito, and Clottey versus Margarito, and Cotto versus Clottey. I remember they were all just fighting each other, okay? And that's what happens when you hold all the cards. As of now, Bob Arum, he only has Terrence Bud Crawford. With that said, I don't think Manny Pacquiao takes on Bud Crawford. And it doesn't look like he's going to be taking on Errol Spence. It looks as though Errol Spence's team wants Errol Spence to take a soft touch. And I think that's reasonable. I do. I don't think it's a must. I'm with Errol the True Spence. If the doctor says he's cleared, then okay, let's go see. Fight Manny Pacquiao, Terrence Crawford. If you're fine, you're fine. But his team looking out for him. I'm just a boxing. His team looking out for him. They're going to give him a soft touch. I understand all that. As far as, so I don't think it's Terrence Crawford. I don't think it's Errol the True Spence. I think it's between Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia. I don't think it's Sean Porter. And here's the thing. We all know we want Manny Pacquiao. If he's going to fight, then you might as well fight to become undisputed, fight the guys with the belts. Danny Garcia doesn't have a belt. Mikey Garcia doesn't have a belt. Sean Porter doesn't have a belt. What are you fighting for? Well, like I said, Manny Pacquiao, he's always kind of done that. He always had the Rios fights, the Algieri fights, stuff like that. The difference is Mikey Garcia's a problem. Danny Garcia's a problem. Sean Porter's a problem. And the one that they're not mentioning too much at all is Manny Pacquiao versus Sean Porter. Make me think that Sean Porter is the biggest problem. So it's going to be between Danny Garcia and Mikey Garcia. And Danny Garcia is now getting a lot of momentum. I don't know which ones you prefer. I'm a Danny Garcia fan. I would like to see Manny Pacquiao versus Danny Garcia. I think that'd be lit. Mikey Garcia and Manny Pacquiao, I still think that's a good fight. But for what? At least Danny Garcia has the WBC interim title, the silver title, one of those titles. Now, there's many people who feel, and I've been getting these, and I want to speak to this a little bit. I've been getting, emails and DMs. Manny Pacquiao doesn't want to fight anybody who's associated with the WBC. He doesn't want to fight Errol Spence. He is the WBC champion. He doesn't want to fight Danny Garcia, really. He holding the WBC silver title, something like that. All because mandatory testing, the VADA test. Manny Pacquiao, people still think that he may be on something. This is how I feel. Until Manny Pacquiao it fails a test or close to failing a test or has to blame it on tainted meat, then I'm not a part of that conversation. I'm not thinking. There's enough people, Tyson Fury, Canelo Alvarez, there's enough guys out there who have failed tests, okay? Dillian White, whatever, Big Baby Miller, failed test that didn't deserve to fail it. Where's the B sample, tainted meat, all those question marks. Manny Pacquiao has none. So until then, I'm not going to speculate on Manny Pacquiao just because he's small, but very good, old, very good. That's just not enough for me, not yet. All right, so let's talk about Alexander Usyk. Bob Arum, black, 2 sugars. Had to get a second sip. People are concerned. Alexander Usyk looking past Derek Chisora. Should he be doing that? Facts. I don't know if he should. Usyk is really talking a lot about Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury as if Derek Chisora isn't standing right in front of him. Now, if you kind of look at his boxing ability, like I said before, I think he may be, you can argue him being the most skillful heavyweight in the division. Him and Tyson Fury. I think behind them would probably be Andy Ruiz. Okay, as far as boxing ability. And I think AJ, what he demonstrated against Andy Ruiz, the footwork and thing, showing the extra wrinkles in this game, you can start throwing Anthony Joshua in there. Let's see how he looks against Pulev. With that said, we know that Usyk, he's a very talented, extremely skillful, now heavyweight. One of the best cruiserweights ever to do it. He's on a short list, Evander Holyfield, Alexander Usyk. But when you look at Derek Chisora and you look at Usyk, okay, Usyk fighting, what's some of his better wins at cruiserweight? Murata, Briedis, some of his Derek Chisora, would he beat them? Probably. Anthony Joshua, Tyson, would they beat them? I'm not sure if Alexander Usyk has faced challenges like he's about to face in the heavyweight division, but that doesn't stop him from steaming with confidence. Kind of reminds me of Lomachenko, and him and Lomachenko very close. Dad training them both, all those things. They both have the same kind of technique. They're just reeking of confidence. But I don't think he should be looking past Derek Chisora. Look like he is. Derek Chisora, he has the experience, he has the size. That boy can fight. He's a huge hill to climb. Size advantage, all those things. And many people have questioned Alexander Usyk's punching power. There's a lot of people who speak to me and say, hey, man, a lot of people say, well, Evander Holyfield was a great all-time heavyweight coming from cruiserweight. Why can't Alexander Usyk? You have other guys come to me and say, hey, well, Evander Holyfield, he had enough punching power to really make it sting out there in the heavyweight division, knocking out the likes of Michael Dokes and stopping Mike Tyson and doing all the things he was doing. Quick Tillis and, Burt Cooper, all the guys he was stopping. Can Alexander Usyk carry his power like that? When you saw him against Chaz Witherspoon, you didn't feel like it was his power. You feel like it was Witherspoon's fatigue. With that said, I think the jury is still out. Alexander Usyk as a heavyweight. I think as a fighter, he's a pound for pound, one of the best fighters out there. What does, I think Ring Magazine got him at like 5 or something like that. 5. I think he's right under Terrence Crawford. With that said, looking past Derek Chisora is a huge mistake. And I'm very curious to see how he looks. If he whitewashes Derek Chisora, okay? And if he is demonstrating the type of punching power that, he can carry to the heavyweight division, make the heavyweights, say, oh man, he's here. I'm reluctant to just open up and throw a bunch of punches at him. He can knock me out. Then that'll show something with Alexander Usyk as a heavyweight. I'm going to end by saying this. I personally have high hopes for Alexander Usyk. And I think he has the skill set, the abilities, and he has the attributes to bring to the heavyweight division, something that we've only seen in the past. The lighter heavyweights, the guys who can move, the guys who have a great skill set, the guys who can fight for 12 rounds, can bounce on their toes, good lateral movement, all those things that I haven't really seen in the heavyweight division in a while. Alexander Usyk, he possessed those things. I think he's going to be fine. And I think he is a hard fight for Anthony Joshua. I think he's a hard fight for Tyson Fury. I think he's a hard fight for all those boys. Should he be the favorite? Not yet. Because he just hasn't campaigned at heavyweight. These guys were baptized in the heavyweight division. Anthony Joshua, heavyweight. Tyson Fury, heavyweight. Deontay Wilder, been heavy. Those guys been heavyweights. And I know many of you are going to say, well, Alexander Usyk, when he was in amateurs, he was a heavyweight. But I'm talking about in the pros. Those guys been fighting on the pro level as heavyweight for the entire time. Even in the amateurs, those are big boys. But I think Alexander Usyk can give all those boys some problem. I hope he looks good against Derek Chisora. He looks good against Derek Chisora. There is a problem. Let me know what you all think in the comments below. And ShowBizz, don't be there for my live stream commentary. We are doing the giveaway for the Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder rare card. Be there. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm out. Huh.